When gunfire erupted at Bondi Beach and panic spread through the crowd gathered for the Hanukkah celebration, most people ran. 3 people did not. Their stories, one of a Jewish couple in their 60s, another of a Syrian-born Muslim father, have come to define what happened that day. Dashcam footage verified by CNN and other outlets appears to show Boris and Sofia Gurman confronting a suspected attacker in the opening moments. Minutes later, Ahmed al Ahmed, a 43-year-old Sydney shop owner, charged at one of the gunmen and wrestled away his rifle, according to video verified by multiple outlets, including NBC News. A Jewish couple protecting their community. A Muslim man saving Jewish lives at a Hanukkah celebration. Their religions were different. Their humanity was the same. In the opening moments of the attack, Boris and Sofia Gurman did something extraordinary. Dashcam footage, first posted on Chinese social media platform Xiaohongshu and verified by CNN, appears to show the couple confronting a suspected attacker as he exited his car on Campbell Parade. CNN verified the confrontation took place around 25 meters away from the bridge the suspects were later filmed firing from. Boris was 69 years old. Sofia was 61, according to their family's statement. According to ABC Australia, Boris was a retired mechanic and Sofia worked at Australia Post. Police have identified the suspects as a father and son, and major outlets have named them as Sajid Akram, 50, and Naveed Akram, 24. In the first dashcam angle, the man identified as Boris Gurman can be seen pulling the suspected attacker to the ground and grabbing the gun from him, according to CNN. Both men fall to the ground. Gurman can then be seen on his feet, holding the gun. The woman, identified as Sofia Gurman, is standing nearby. In the second angle, taken from a rear-facing dashcam, Boris Gurman can be seen running toward the attacker while holding a black object. What appears to be an ISIS flag can also be seen on the hood of the attacker's car, CNN reported. The motorist whose camera recorded the encounter shared the footage with a caption stating, "Such civilian heroes shouldn't be forgotten. I'm truly heartbroken," according to The Guardian. According to their family's statement reported by multiple outlets, the Gurmans were longtime Bondi locals who loved their community. Their marriage of 34 years was approaching a milestone, their 35th wedding anniversary in January. Sofia's 62nd birthday was due to be celebrated on December 17th. Their family said Boris was a retired mechanic, known for his generosity, quiet strength, and willingness to lend a hand to anyone in need. Sofia worked at Australia Post and was deeply loved by her colleagues and community. They were the heart of our family, and their absence has left an immeasurable void. According to CNN affiliate 9 News, Boris and Sofia were a Russian Jewish couple who had lived in Australia for several decades. They had built their life in Bondi, becoming part of the fabric of the local Jewish community. They were the kind of people who showed up for celebrations, for neighbors, for strangers in need. That Sunday evening, they had come to Bondi Beach to celebrate Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, as they had done for many years. It was supposed to be a night of joy, candles, music, community. Instead, it became the night they would give everything to protect others. According to reports, the suspected attacker retrieved a second weapon from the car and shot both Gurmans. They appear to have spent their final moments together, falling to the pavement near each other. Later footage shows the couple lying side by side on the sidewalk, according to Israel Hayom. They died together as they had lived together for more than 3 decades. A statement released by the family said their actions encapsulated the type of people Boris and Sofia were, according to 9 News, people who instinctively and selflessly tried to help others. 6 of Sofia's colleagues from Australia Post laid white roses at Bondi Pavilion in tribute. One told media that seeing this video made us realize just how brave she and her husband were. The Gurman sacrifice appears to have inspired what came next. Their courage set an example that other civilians would follow. Minutes after Boris and Sofia fell, another man would charge at the suspected attackers. Multiple accounts suggest several civilians tried to intervene during the chaos. According to CBS News, another victim, grandfather Reuven Morrison, was killed after hurling bricks at one of the attackers. His daughter Shayna Gutnick told media he went down fighting, protecting the people he loved loved the most. Boris and Sofia Gurman will be remembered not for how they died, but for what they did in their final moments. Ordinary citizens whose instinct was to protect their community. Minutes after the Gurmans fell, another act of heroism unfolded. Ahmed al Ahmed saw the chaos and made a choice. According to his cousin speaking to the BBC, he couldn't bear to see people dying. Al Ahmed is a 43-year-old father of 2 young daughters, aged 3 and 6, according to CNN. According to ABC Australia, his parents had recently moved from Syria to Sydney, though he had arrived in Australia in 2006. That Sunday, he wasn't there for the Hanukkah celebration. He had simply gone to meet a friend for coffee. An ordinary afternoon became an extraordinary moment of courage. Verified footage reported by multiple outlets appears to show key moments of Al Ahmed's intervention. The clip, reported to be under a minute, shows gunfire, panic, and people running for cover. The footage shows Al Ahmed crouching behind a parked car, then launching himself at the gunman. A short struggle ensued. He appears to gain control of the rifle and force the attacker to back away, according to the verified clip. He then raises a hand, which may have helped signal to arriving police that he wasn't one of the attackers. Speaking for the first time from St. George Hospital, Al Ahmed said he appreciated the efforts of everyone, according to Turkish news agency TRT World. "May Allah reward you and grant well-being," he said in Arabic. "I went through a very difficult phase. I asked my mother, the apple of my eye, to pray for me." According to ABC Australia, Al Ahmed's parents said he was shot several times in the shoulder with some bullets still lodged inside. His family and media reports say doctors are concerned about long-term damage to his arm. His cousin Mustafa told 7 News, "Absolutely, he's a hero. Maybe he will lose his life to save other people." Al Ahmed's father spoke to BBC Arabic about what drove his son to act. Ahmed was driven by his sentiment, conscience, and humanity, he said. His son saw the victims, the blood, women and children lying on the street, and then acted. The father told the BBC his son rushed forward, stopped the gunman, and snatched his weapon. According to the BBC, Al Ahmed is now in stable condition, awaiting further treatment for wounds to his shoulder and hand. From Syria, where Al Ahmed was born and raised, his uncle told BBC Arabic, "He made us proud, our village, Syria, all Muslims and the entire world." Al Ahmed's Syrian background adds powerful context. He came from a country that has suffered immense violence for more than a decade. He knows what armed violence does to families and communities. When he saw women and children in danger at Bondi Beach, his instinct was to protect them, regardless of their religion. His parents had recently moved from Syria to be with their son in Sydney. Now they watch him recover from bullet wounds sustained while saving the lives of strangers. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visited Al Ahmed at St. George Hospital. "Your heart is very strong," Albanese told him, according to footage of the visit. The Prime Minister posted, "Ahmed, you are an Australian hero. You put yourself at risk to save others, running towards danger on Bondi Beach and disarming a terrorist. In the worst of times, we see the best of Australians." Ennis Dollar's Premier Chris Minns also visited, writing on social media, "Ahmed is a real-life hero. His incredible bravery no doubt saved countless lives when he disarmed a terrorist at enormous personal risk." At a White House Christmas reception, U.S. President Donald Trump praised Al Ahmed. "It's been a very, very brave person, actually, who went and attacked frontally one of the shooters and saved a lot of lives," according to reports. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also paid tribute. "We saw an action of a brave man, turns out a Muslim brave man, and I salute him, that stopped one of these terrorists from killing innocent Jews." When leaders from across the political spectrum unite in praising a Syrian-born Muslim man for saving Jewish lives, it sends a powerful message to the world. The public response has been extraordinary. A fundraiser for Al Ahmed has raised well over 7 figures, depending on the time of reporting. American Jewish billionaire Bill Ackman was among the largest donors, contributing around 100,000 Australian dollars and tweeting, "This is the verified link for the Bondi hero." GoFundMe confirmed to CNN it was working directly with the fundraiser organizers to help ensure funds raised safely reach Ahmed and his family. A separate GoFundMe has been established for the Gurman family. The page describes Boris and Sofia as individuals of deep kindness, quiet strength, and unwavering care for others. The attack was devastating. Authorities say at least 15 people were killed, and one of the alleged attackers also died at the scene. Dozens more were injured, with around 25 people still hospitalized, including children, according to health officials. The victims ranged in age from 10 to 87, according to police. Police say the attack began in the early evening as families gathered for the celebration. Authorities have described it as terrorism, and investigators say they found ISIS-linked items in the vehicle, including flags and explosive material, according to police statements. Among the victims were people whose stories reflect the breadth of the tragedy. According to ABC News, 10-year-old Matilda was enjoying the festivities with her parents, younger sister, and friends when the gunman opened fire. Her language teacher described her as a bright, joyful, and spirited child who brought light to everyone around her. Alex Kleitman, 87, was a Holocaust survivor who died while shielding his wife Larissa from one of the gunman's bullets, according to reports. "I think he was shot because he raised himself up to protect me," his wife told The Australian. Rabbi Eli Schlanger, 41, a father of 5 who organized the Hanukkah event, was also among the dead, according to his family. Police have identified the suspects as a father and son, aged 50 and 24. Major outlets have named them as Sajid Akram and Naveed Akram. According to reports, the elder Akram was killed at the scene while his son remains in hospital in critical condition. Australia's federal police commissioner said the attack was a terrorist attack inspired by Islamic State, according to multiple reports. The BBC reported, citing Philippine immigration officials, that Sajid traveled using an Indian passport while Naveed used an Australian passport. A Jewish couple in their 60s stepped toward an armed suspect to protect their community. A Syrian-born Muslim man risked his life to save Jewish families celebrating Hanukkah. Those who seek to divide communities along religious lines have no answer for Boris and Sofia Gurman or for Ahmed al Ahmed. They saw people in danger and they acted. Religion did not matter. Humanity did. Prime Minister Albanese stated, "We will not allow this country to be divided. That is what the terrorists seek. We will unite. We will embrace each other and we will get through this." The Australian National Imams Council condemned the shooting and called it a moment for all Australians, including the Australian Muslim community, to stand together in unity, compassion, and solidarity, rejecting violence in all its forms. Boris and Sofia Gurman will be remembered for their 34 years of marriage and their final act of courage. Their family said, "While nothing can lessen the pain of losing Boris and Sofia, we feel an overwhelming sense of pride in their bravery and selflessness." Ahmed al Ahmed is recovering in hospital. His 2 young daughters will grow up knowing their father risked everything to protect strangers. As his father told the BBC, Ahmed was driven by his sentiment, conscience, and humanity. When the attackers came to Bondi Beach, they expected fear, they expected people to run. Instead, they found a retired mechanic who wrestled away a gun, a postal worker who stood by her husband's side, a shop owner who charged through gunfire to save lives. Boris Gurman, Sofia Gurman, Ahmed al Ahmed, 3 names the world will remember, not because of how they suffered, but because of what they did when suffering came to others. As the motorist who captured the Gurman's final act wrote, "Such civilian heroes shouldn't be forgotten. They won't be." Their courage answered hatred with humanity, and that answer will echo long after the names of the attackers are forgotten.